Hello and welcome to the latest spring and summer edition of our cocktail creation with Sazerac Priority Brands. This recipe that we're going to make today is very near and dear to my heart. It's a recipe that's been in my family forever, and for as long as I can remember, anytime there was a great social gathering, especially during spring and summer and the early fall time when it's still warm, this was a cocktail that my mom used to bring everywhere. In fact, we could hardly go anywhere without somebody requesting that she make it and bring it. It's super easy, it's really fun, and the best part about it is this recipe can be modified to work in your customers' slushie machines. So as we all know, those customers that have the slushie machines, it's basically an ATM machine. They go fast and they can sell a ton. So this is a great recipe to offer those customers. Now what I'm going to show you today is you can make it at home. I put it in the freezer and I'll give you little tips to get that perfect slushy consistency. But it's a really fun one. So let's get started. So we've got this we're making a bourbon slush. So we can just call it the Traveler Slush. I'm sure somebody out there could have a more creative name than I'm coming up with right now. But for now, let's just go ahead with the Traveler Slush. And all right, super easy, so we'll get started. So the first thing I did before making this recipe, or before starting the video, is I did prepare some tea. You can use 2.5 cups of sweet tea. I mean, I'm in Kentucky, so sweet tea. But 2.5 cups of sweet tea. I did just make it my own because that's how my mom did it, so that's how I'm gonna do it. So I just boiled 2.5 cups of water, put it in a bowl with 2 small just black tea bags, and a cup of sugar, because we gotta get it sweet. So I just been letting that seep, and I stirred the sugar until it dissolved, and it's been seeping for a while, and it's nice and cool now. It's not too hot. So just want to let you know about that. So first we're going to start, make sure when you're putting in a container that it is a freezer friendly container, because we don't want anything to break. So first we're going to do that 2.5 cups of that beautiful sweet tea. All right, going to put that right in there. Excellent. Okay, and then next we're going to take a 12-ounce can of the frozen lemonade concentrate. And I did put these in the fridge when I got home, so they are not frozen anymore, which is nice. So we're gonna open that up and put in the whole 12 ounces of this. Okay. And then for the orange juice, you actually just need the 6 ounces of this. So you can measure and be proper and do it that way. I am definitely like the eyeballing style when I like to cook and make cocktails, all based on taste. And I've made this several times, so pretty easy. So basically we're gonna do the 6 ounces of this, which is a half a can, because you know they are as well, so we're gonna do half. Let me watch it in there. Okay, that's about half. All right, put that over here. Okay, then the most important ingredient. So for this bourbon slush, for this Traveler Slush, we are obviously gonna be using Traveler whiskey. I mean, y'all, is this not a fun brand to sell or what? It is, it's amazing. I mean, breaking records everywhere. I know, whoopsie, getting the party started. All right, let's go. But with here in Lexington, we are all geared up and we are so ready, and we're so excited to have Chris Stapleton here to sing at Railbird. It's gonna be a great time. This is gonna be flowing everywhere, so it's gonna be so much fun. Hopefully we'll see this slushy somewhere around town. All right, so now after that, we're gonna do 2 cups of this beautiful, beautiful bourbon whiskey. This is a beautiful, beautiful blended whiskey. And here, sorry, so let's get that 2 cups. All right, okay, goes right in there, perfect, just like that. All right, excellent. And then our next step is to add 6 cups of water. So we're just gonna pour that all in there. And I maybe, nope, perfect, there we go. So we've got that. We're gonna give it a stir. So just as a reminder, it is 2.5 cups of sweet tea, 12 ounces of lemonade, 6 ounces of orange juice, and that frozen concentrate you just let melt, 2 cups of bourbon, and you are all ready to go. All right, so this is stirred up. This is all nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put a tight lid on it. And the reason why you wanna do that, I mean, I don't know what people have in their freezers, so we wanna put the lid on it if you're doing it at home. So if you have anything funky in your freezer, you don't want that smell coming in there. So make sure it's just covered nicely if you're making it at home. We're gonna put it in the freezer, let it sit overnight. And then I am gonna be going every couple hours. I'm gonna be going through the freezer with a big fork or a spoon or something and kind of scraping it as it's freezing. So that way it just kind of gives that nice, little bit fluffier, frozen consistency. So I'm gonna be scraping it every now and then. And by tomorrow, this is gonna be beautiful. And we'll jump back on this video then to give it a little try. And I'm really excited for it. But here you go, super easy traveler slushie that you can make and you can share with your customers that also have a frozen machine. All right, let's check on it tomorrow. And now it's time to try this beautiful Traveler Whiskey Slush. I do want to apologize. I went back and watched my previous video and I realized that bourbon kept on slipping out. But this is just my rendition of a bourbon slush, instead using the beautiful Traveler whiskey that was handpicked by our very own Harlan Wheatley and Chris Stapleton. So this is a great blended whiskey, really smooth, and it turned out to be great for this slushie. All right, so now is the time to give it a try. All right, so as you can see, I've gone through and I did my scraping with the forks and kind of stirred it around. So it's super easy to get to. I like using an ice cream scoop. So we've got a fun little glass here. So let's just take it. All right, look at that texture, nice slushy. And your customer's machine, it'll turn out just as nice as this, but look how pretty that is. Oh boy, I am super excited. All right, let's give this a try. Oh, that's good, y'all. This will be a winner for your slushy machines, your slushy accounts, and then now you know a little hack to make it at home. So when you have your next gathering, make up a batch and everyone will be super happy. So enjoy this Traveler Whiskey Slush, and thank you. Cheers.